Target 2 has 80% chance of success. The reward is 200 rupees. Target 3, reward of 400 rupees. Virat and Sachin have abilities to knock hundreds, centuries. You can have motivators in place to match their needs to perform well. You will learn motivation psychology basics, practical tactics from a highly effective situational motivation model. Let's first play a quick interesting game to understand motivation insights. So these are the 5 targets in front of you, these cups. Target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to throw this ball, you'll get just one chance. And if the ball gets inside, doesn't bounce back, doesn't come out, then the target is done. So target 1 is very easy, almost 100% success chance. And you get a reward of 100 rupees. Target 2 has 80% chance of success. The reward is 200 rupees. Target 3, reward of 400 rupees, 50% chance of success. Target 4 is difficult. It has a reward of 800 rupees. And target 5 is almost impossible based on past data, but it has a reward of 2000 rupees. So understand, game is clear? Now, if you have to play this game, what one chance you will take, what will be your target? Also, think of your team members, your colleagues, people you know. If they get this chance, what target they will like to take? I'll come back to the process in a short while. Which target will you attempt? I process the responses in a short while. Do you want to be the leader who can motivate a variety of people and know what all powerful non-monetary motivators are available for a leader? In this video, you will learn motivation psychology basics, practical tactics from a highly effective situational motivation model A.I.M. I'll tell about it, which has learnings from multiple motivational models thoughtfully curated for you with my rich experience in multiple companies ranging from startups, Indian promoter firms, a large 30,000 crore plus listed company, a $26 billion MNC, etc. As a leader, how can you increase motivation for any reasonable person? Stay until the end to be the most magically motivating leader. Now, if you choose target 3, then you are a high achiever. High achievers don't like easy targets like 1 or 2. They also don't want to succeed by chance or gamble like target 4 or 5. They have an internal drive to succeed and go for personal achievement rather than the reward per se. They take moderate challenge with a 50-50 chance, want to do things better, find solutions to problems, take responsibility for success or failure, and want rapid feedback from your team or other people who you know. What do you think each one will attempt? Each person is a unique personality based on their inner wiring of values, beliefs, and experiences. Before we move further, let's have few choices with a small exercise. Please take a pen and paper, or you can write digitally as you wish. Do this once. First keeping yourself in mind, and then keeping in mind 2 to 4 of your team members or other known persons in different age groups, preferably from 20s to 50s. Now situation 1. You are being offered 2 roles. Role A with higher designation, higher role responsibility, more team members reporting to you, and with salary 10% higher than now. Role B with the same designation, no team members reporting to you, different unique impactful responsibilities, and a 20% salary hike. What will be the choice? Situation 2. You are getting 2 job offers. Offer 1 with company culture of appreciation, recognition, care, fair performance system, and a 20% hike in salary. Offer 2 with a culture of cut-to-cut transactions, no respect for employees, high pressures and stress, high employee attrition, and a 35% salary hike. What will be the choice? Situation 3. Other things being equal, we have 2 job offers. Offer A is from a company that invests heavily in various forms of training for employees at all levels and the role is very meaningful, full of on-the-job new learning and development, salary hike will be 20%. Offer B is from a company that does not invest in employee development. Salary hike will be 22%. What will be the choice? Situation 4. You have a chance to take a job rotation within the same company to work under a leader who is known for giving lots of empowerment and known to develop people. However, you can get a promotion only after a year once he sees your performance. Your current leader is highly controlling and one has to take approval for even minor things and every minor decision. You are about to be promoted if you stay with him. The company is overall very good with good pay and culture. What will be the choice for you and for other people you have in mind? Hope you have noted your choices for yourself and in your understanding what your team members or known person will choose. If not, please take a pause. Please complete it now to get the most from this video. Thank you. Now you would agree practically that various monetary and non-monetary factors motivate various individuals. There are various psychological motivational theories focusing on intrinsic and extrinsic motivation factors. Intrinsic meaning is motivated internally and extrinsic meaning is associated with external rewards. Theories like Maslow's X and Y, two-factor theory, McClelland's Pink's theory, expectancy theory, etc. I don't want you to just focus on theory or gyan, rather take away practical insights from the video which can be applied in the real world to motivate others and be successful together. First, what's motivation? In simple terms, putting efforts towards a goal. It could be a professional or a personal goal. The intensity, direction and persistence of efforts complete the picture of motivation. For example, someone is given the goal of 15 kilo weight loss or weight gain with muscle building to get a role in a movie or get fitness allowance from his company of rupees 50,000. Intensity is how hard the person tries. The direction is whether the eating, exercise habits and efforts move him towards the goal or away from the goal. Persistence is how long the efforts continue. It drops after a few weeks or continues for a few months till the goal is achieved. Now every person has different needs and desires. Ambitions and personal family goals vary at different life stages. You will surely recall many situations when you were highly motivated in a professional setup and a personal or community setup, and what you could achieve with motivation. Motivation can make a lot of difference. You will agree. I have so many achievements that I have done in different organizations, personal and community life, with both my motivation and by motivating and synergizing my team and other people. Motivating people is really a valued skill, essential for success. I can say from my experience. In 1996, I had the challenge of motivating a demoralized 54-year-old person in first year of my job. A few months after understanding his context and his new role, I motivated him to do a small project well and got him a spot recognition. He was happy and then he shaved off his beard, which he had grown in protest before I joined there. I got to work with a huge variety of team members, different in age, gender, ethnicity, qualification, etc. in different parts of my career. I could relate motivating them, my intuition, MBA learnings and practical aspects, though with some struggle in my early years to decode things. So let me now present to you a very simplified yet very effective Situational Motivational Model A.I.M. AIM. The fundamental premise is that a person performs when one believes one will have a chance to be rewarded with the outcomes one wants or to escape from a negative outcome that one does not want. A model stands for A. Analyze person and situation. I. Identify motivators. M. Moderate outcomes and communication. So first, analyze the person and situation by observing, interacting, knowing more about him or her, the background, interests, family, what appeals, what gives happiness, what energizes, enjoys what kind of work, gauge what outcomes he or she wants at this junction of life, gauge inherent need, financial, relational context, what he or she values, money, family, recognition, learning, etc. Let them open up, don't judge. There are different personality types: introvert, extrovert, high speed, multitaskers versus low speed, one task at a time, formal, informal, dominant versus submissive, logical or emotional. It defines what kind of work profile and outcome motivate or stress them. That's analyzing person's needs in a given situation. Second, identify motivators. As a manager or leader, you will have certain control within the company policies and dynamics, what you can offer to each individual in the team. List all possibilities, for example, salary correction, variable pay, bonuses, increments, promotion, job role and responsibility changes, development through training, mentoring, coaching, recognition, saying thank you, appreciating good work, celebrating successes, etc. Often, managers criticize forgetting to appreciate in a busy life. Identify what appeals to different individuals aligned to their desired outcomes. Consolidate your possible motivators offerings. There are company controlled motivators and there are leader manager controlled motivators. Focus on those which you can control or change. Moderate outcomes and communication. This is the third point. It's about matching the demand and supply, person's needs and your possible offerings practically, considering its impact within the team. You can't be Santa Claus for everyone, yet be genuinely caring for your team's interest and growth. Match team and individual performance expectations to the offerings which you can fairly provide. Communicate very carefully to motivate team members. Set fair goals, expectations, have regular appreciation and an improvement, course correction feedback mechanism, and make them successful while you achieve your overall goals. The job role itself can be motivating if it suits the personality, meaningfulness, purpose of work like skill variety, role project, attribution to the person, role or project visibility and impact, autonomy, feedback. These are key aspects of tweaking job design for better motivation. I have seen team members and colleagues who were highly motivated even in their 60s and 70s and willing to put in extra effort. Also seen team members who were in their 30s, 50s but highly saturated in terms of what they need in life, like having achieved nirvana already even when the MD of the company was dissatisfied with their performance. Such cases are extremes in any motivation model, and consequence management, threat, or actually replacing the player in the team is at times the last way out to motivate based on negative outcomes. An important point to remember: Virat and Sachin have abilities to knock hundreds, centuries. You can have motivators in place to match their needs to perform well. However, if they don't get opportunity to perform, like you ask them to only bowl or put them ninth wicket down, then the final performance will not be useful either for them or you or team. As a leader, you at times don't choose your team and have to take many existing players along with you. As a formula, performance is equal to ability into motivators into opportunity to perform. So motivators can't fully compensate for natural or developed abilities, or hindering factors to perform. So expect wisely and be the root to nurture, grow your team as an inspiring leader. A famous quote by Zig Ziglar, a very famous motivational speaker: people often say motivation doesn't last. Neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. Friends, this is Sharad Jain. Relate remarkable, perform powerful, succeed stellar.